Well, 2021 is off to a rough start. For Frosty, that is. Let's take a look. Yeah, he lost his nose. He lost his sunglasses. I think the problem is he's got a dark scarf, a dark hat, the glasses were dark, and that attracts the sun. You guys know what happened. It just slowly ate away at his face. Even though we have cold temperatures, right now it's about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And it is not enough to keep Frosty, his face from melting, his neck from melting. He's on, I guess we could look at it this way too. His New Year's resolution was to lose some weight. So he's lost it all in his face. All right, enough of this foolishness. On with today's episode. All right, so I am in a pretty good mood. A friend of ours that has a cabin, a recreation cabin down below us, brought me some supplies that we're in desperate need of. Bonnie and I have been wanting to go out on snowmobile rides with Emma, and the days have been beautiful. The snow is a good amount of snow, good conditions and everything. And we have enough gasoline, but all the snowmobiles take 2-cycle oil, and we didn't have any. They were getting low. On one machine, there was a warning light. The warning light came on. So I had this friend of ours pick some up for us, and he brought it up today along with a couple other things. So I'm super excited about that. Now I can fill those machines up with the oil that they need, and we can go on the rides that we want to go on. Yeah. All right, we're in the shop now, and I just want to give you guys another quick update. I told you about the snow machine that I'm working on and the chain case. I got the fire going in here. It got nice and warm. All that nasty oil dripped off, and I'll show you real quick what that's going to look like. So I was telling you about the 2-cycle oil that my friend brought up. He also brought up one of the parts that I need to work on this machine, this bearing. One of the drive axle, I guess that's what you call it, bearings for that. So that is another part to this puzzle. I'm still waiting on the parts that I've ordered. I finally did order those. As soon as I get the call from the parts place in town, I'm going to schedule a trip in town. We'll go ahead and schedule a supply trip with that. It won't just be for snowmobile parts. We'll get some groceries. I'll probably have to go into Anchorage and hit Costco as well. So that's where we're at with that, and one step closer to getting this thing back out on the snow. So I've been watching some of our videos from last winter specifically, I guess kind of to remember how terrible it was. In contrast, this winter has been so much nicer in the fact that the snow has come in very small increments, nice and spread out, nothing major, we're not getting hammered with storms, 10, 20, 30 inches, that kind of stuff. And then the other thing is the wind. That's the big thing. You guys know that Zach and I hate the wind out here. This video that I was watching, and I'll throw the clip up of Zach running around in this windstorm last year while it was, just the snow was blowing everywhere.
But we go to the outhouse, and this is what I find. Let's go. All right, so here's where the steps used to be to the outhouse. Right here. These are all supposed to be steps to the outhouse. So this morning I had to come over here. I lowered my daughter down this hill, got her into the outhouse. Now I'm in the outhouse. So it's been a crazy couple days. The wind has been 30 miles an hour with upwards of 40-mile-an-hour gusts for the last 2 days. The outhouse steps are gone. I should be able to look right out this door and see the steps.
And from this shed back behind me here, normally we have a path cut in the snow all the way over to this outhouse. It kind of angles off of the main path that I'm on here that we run the snowmobiles on. And what happens is that path is perfectly perpendicular to the way the wind blows. The wind comes straight from that direction behind me most of the time, and it would blow snow right across that path that we had to this outhouse. So I learned from our mistakes. I actually had a path. I had that path cut in there this winter, the start of this winter, and lo and behold, the first wind that we get, it blows that path over, and you can't walk through it. I mean, if you ever tried to walk through drifted snow, it's terrible. So I came down and put this path in, which is straight in line with the wind, and it's awesome. I have yet to have to shovel this out, pack it down, or anything else. It has been the smartest move I've made. I know it's a tiny little change to how we do things out here, and you guys are sitting there going, oh, he put the path in over here as opposed to over there, but it has made life so much easier. And so it's just those little things. You learn how the weather works out here, you learn how to react to the weather or respond to the weather properly, and it just makes life so much easier. We've said it before, I'll say it again, weather is king, and the weather dictates to us what we do out here and when we do it. And learning how to work with the weather as opposed to against it makes life so much easier. So I'll move on with the rest of the video, quit boring you guys with that kind of stuff, and keep going. Rangers, let's ride.
Okay, ready? Okay, watch where you're going.
What did you think? What did you think? Was that fun? Okay, I am outfitted a little bit differently today. Bonnie and I have had our cross-country skis for several years now, and on a good winter, we'll groom a track and be able to go cross-country skiing. Well, a lot has happened, you know, giving birth to a child, a lot, you know, not being here for a winter, or just different things that happen, and you lose out on those winter sports opportunities. So this nice weather has afforded me the opportunity to be able to groom a ski trail for us, a cross-country ski trail. So I'm gonna give that a go today. I'll bring you guys along a little bit, and we've walked it, but I haven't skied on it yet. So I'm gonna give that a test run. The reason Bonnie's not coming is she's putting Emma down for a nap, and then our goal is at some point to be able to do it all as a family, whether we pull Emma in a sled or, you know, get her own skis someday. So I'm a little rusty, but it's going pretty good. You know, just testing out the track, like I said, for the most part, seeing if the hills are too steep, if the side hills are too bad, any things that I need to improve. I only fell down one time on a kind of a switchback hill that I made. It wasn't too bad. I navigated most all the way down, and then I crashed right at the bottom. But I did the ski track both ways to determine which way would be easier, like, you know, beginner, intermediate, and expert. And by no means are Bonnie and I expert cross-country skiers. I'm still learning mechanics. I've watched YouTube videos on, you know, the proper techniques and stuff like that. So I'm rusty, but I'm getting there, and it's a great activity to do out here. With as long as our winter season is, you have to find things to do to occupy your time, to enjoy winter as opposed to dread winter. I would say my first run was a success. Next time, we will take Bonnie and Emma on it. All right. Okay, I am dressed a little bit differently today. It's a gorgeous day, but it doesn't feel gorgeous outside. Here we go. Yeah, we've got about 20-25 mile an hour winds, and the temperature is in the single digits, and that gives us about a negative 20 wind chill. Okay, so I'm trying not to complain. I'm trying to be, you know, upbeat, positive. Look at the sunshine. It's just a gorgeous day. And I'll be honest, guys, This little bit of wind, although I don't like wind, you guys know this, it has not been that bad this winter. We get it here and there. That's just life out here. We're gonna get wind regardless. But this winter has not been too bad. So I wanna be positive. I don't wanna complain too much, and we'll take what we get. So today I walked down here to mine and Bonnie's cabin. I'm gonna show you a little project that I'm gonna work on. I'm just going to stage it today. Next few days I'll start a fire in there so I can work at a warm spot. Let's go in. We are looking in the pantry. Right there is the kitchen and our pantry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to panel all of this. I feel like I'm overdressed in here. And I feel like I'm talking extremely loud. Okay, so I'm going to panel all of this and then build shelves in here. Just as much for Bonnie as for me. I love organization. So that's my project. I'm gonna start with bringing the tools I need down here. I need a compressor, I need the brad nailer, some supplies. That's all up at the shop. So I'm gonna clean all this out, prep it, get it ready. Then tomorrow I will start a fire in here, and then once it warms up, then Bonnie and Emma are gonna come down, and they've got some organization to do in the loft, going through baby clothes and stuff like that. So that's my project, bringing you guys along, trying to get some work done in the cabin while we're not living in it. Best time to do it. That way I'm not creating dust for Bonnie and Emma to walk through and being noisy when it's Emma's nap time. So best time to do it. Zach and Alyssa are gonna be coming home in a few weeks. I need to get this done now. I put it off way too long. So I'm gonna get to it. Hey guys, just a quick update. I told you I was gonna work in my cabin today, build a fire and work on the pantry area. The wind decided to pick up like crazy and create some work for me. As I've told you guys before, the wind, the weather, the wind is on my mind. The weather is what dictates to us what we do out here and when we do it. It deposited quite a bit of snow. You can see this little drift behind me. It goes down that way. I'm not too concerned with that. But I do want to get rid of this right here. And around the property, there is other drifts that I need to take care of. Did I say there is? There are. There are other drifts that need to be taken care of. So I need to do that and get on top of the snow, because actually some snow is in the forecast and I don't want these big drifts setting here underneath the freshly fallen snow. It just makes things more difficult. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Put the cabin on hold and get with snow removal.
Bramante Brothers.